In the quiet town of Eldermire, nothing much ever happened. The days blurred into each other, kids playing in the streets, shop owners humbly tending to their storefronts, and the occasional buzz of the old movie theater that had long since fallen into disrepair. It was the sort of place where everyone knew everyone, and secrets were rare and well kept. That was until the night everything changed. It started with the old television set tucked away in the back of the town's abandoned warehouse. No one remembered who had placed it there, and no one paid it much mind, except for Sam, a curious 17-year-old with a penchant for tinkering. One rainy evening, while exploring the warehouse, Sam found the dusty TV, its screen cracked and blackened. With a shrug, he dragged it out into the rain and brought it home, deciding to see if he could fix it. The next day, after some puzzling with the wires and a little jolt of hope, the screen flickered. For a brief moment, an image appeared, fuzzy but recognizable. It was a scene from an old horror movie he loved, The Shadow's Grin. Sam thought it was just a glitch. Until, as the flickering continued, the characters from the movie, ghostly figures, shadowy figures, a villain with a jagged smile, began to shimmer and rise from the screen, as if the film itself was bleeding into reality. Sam's eyes widened in terror as the figures emerged fully into his room. They looked just like their on-screen counterparts, menacing, hostile, and silent with malevolent intent. Frozen with fear, Sam watched as the villain, a man with glowing red eyes and a jagged grin, stepped forward. His voice was a low hiss. "You brought us out, human. Now, we're here to stay." The figures moved with unnatural speed, shadows flickering around them. Sam panicked, fumbling to unplug the TV, but the figures lunged with terrifying agility, blocking his escape. Their hostility was palpable. They seemed to feed off his fear, their glowing eyes burning into him. Sam barely escaped the house, trembling, and the strange darkness seemed to follow him into the night. Over the next few days, similar phenomena plagued Eldermire. TV screens flickered to life without warning, streaming old cartoons, horror movies, even static. Characters from the shows emerged, hostile and relentless. The local news reported strange sightings, people reporting being chased by faceless villains, mannequins coming to life with sinister grins, and entire households gripped with paranoia as televisions displayed scenes that blurred reality and fiction. It became clear that the content from that old, discarded TV was spilling into the world. Whatever had been in its circuitry, the dormant remnants of cursed media, had been awakened by Sam's tinkering, and it was hungry for more. The television wasn't just showing movies anymore, it was rewriting reality itself, turning beloved characters into dangerous entities. One night, a group of teens, including Sam, decided to investigate the source of these horrors. Armed with flashlights and makeshift weapons, they approached the warehouse where it all began. Inside, the TV sat on a battered wooden crate, flickering erratically. As they entered, the screen roared to life, showing scenes from The Shadow's Grin, with added, distorted details, faces twisted in rage, figures lunging out from the static. Suddenly, the characters poured out of the screen, hostile and feral. The villain with the jagged grin advanced on them, his glowing eyes burning with fury. The teens scattered, realizing that the figures didn't just want to torment, they wanted to trap them in the fictional nightmare forever. The nightmare had become reality, and escape was nearly impossible. Sam, remembering the old legend about cursed media and wishing to banish the evil, screamed, recalling a line from the movie. "The darkness feeds on your fear, but it can also be banished by the truth." Heart-pounding, he grabbed a nearby crowbar and smashed the TV, sparks flying as metal met glass. The figures howled, a deafening scream echoing through the warehouse, their forms dissolving into static. Silence fell, thick and oppressive. The TV was broken, but the damage was done. It had set a darkness loose into their world. Eldermire was forever changed. The town was haunted by the echoes of those ruthless characters, lurking in the shadows of screens, memories, and nightmares. And Sam, forever haunted by what he had unleashed, knew that sometimes the boundary between fiction and reality was paper thin, sometimes it was best left unbroken.